Yeah, selective hearing, ephilism. So it's this, it's this, it's I guess it's just this false premise. I mean, it's this inkling or notion that people have been using that people have been using ephilism like for, let's say, 20 years, okay? Like since the 90s, since like the 1990s, people have had the theory of ephilism, you know, or people have been talking about ephilism without even knowledge of what they're talking about. For me, it just goes back to the black community, um, sort of like the community of consciousness, like the mentality that we are being fucked over, and like let's just come together and talk about it, like sort of like the hip hop culture and things of that, whether it was in other forms of music, like, punk rock, like I don't care, European American punk rock, like, um well, I'll put it to you like this, like, fuck that, but like, fuck that. Anecdotal bullshit. People are so fucking stupid. I don't like, what's the point? Let's just think. Um, fuck. God damn, I'm sorry. Um, yeah, so this idea of selective hearing, the fuck am I allergic to right now? Like my comic book character? Fuck. Right, so we sort of hear, like, we hear what we want to believe, or it's like more like the educated people are just like they're hearing what they want to believe. And then when you sort of de-educate or like uneducate yourself, whatever, undo a little bit of the programming, you can say like, oh, like evil spelled backwards is live, or live spelled backwards is evil. And then you get to life, and you're just like, well, what the fuck is life spelled backwards? Life doesn't mean anything spelled backwards, and you just walk away from it forever. But other people are saying like, love, evil, live, evil, and then life, and they're just saying effle, and it's just one of those. It's not a conscious thing. It's just a selective hearing thing. It's a selective word. Yeah, it's a natural word. Um, just wasn't put into theory, I guess, well enough, like it wasn't coined. So yeah, it's just going around like the ghetto, or I mean, I don't think, poor white KKK clan members are saying like Whitey Whitey's got the Eiffel power, and that's why we're better than the black. We're better than the black because we got the Eiffel power, and they got the love live. We got the life Eiffel. Like, no, they're not going around saying that. Like, it's more like the black community is going around saying like, man, fuck my life. Man, fuck my life. Like, fuck my life gets passed around like 5 million times, and then somebody's like, Man, fuck my Ethel. And somebody's like, what? What did you just say? Fuck my Ethel? Fuck my Ethel. And then they're like, Ethel my fuck. No, like, but yeah, it's kind of like that. So it's just, um, another good thing is just like the inverse square law seems to be a ingredient in really important things of history that have a contingency to influence. And to me, it seems like a geometrical. To me, it's like the circle, and then like the radius, and like the radius of the circle has to be the same all around. And if you made 90-degree angles, you could create a square. So that was like the inverse square law, and I saw how Newton applied it. Excuse me, and yeah, but I mean, yeah, that was a whole another thing with the photons and everything. But right, so um, Effelism, yeah, like Effelism. I don't think anybody really likes these isms, but I mean, isms can be good. I mean, a lot of vegans out there like Buddhism, but yeah, I like butter, not Buddha. Give me butter. Give me butter. Fuck Buddha. So, but that's it. It's sort of like it's sort of like a selective or natural hearing thing. I mean, I kind of like natural or like a natural vocabulary. Yeah, like a natural vocabulary because something will be picked up. If something gets picked up long enough, like if a word gets picked up on long enough, then it's going to have some validity. It's almost like the black community. It's almost like the black community created Effelism, but really they just like planted the seed. Because if enough people are going around saying Effel, 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 but nobody's like describing how like Effel isn't just life backwards. Um, because love and live are what verbs. Life can be a noun or like an adjective, or it's just more complex than love and live. So yeah, I don't know exactly what. There's something in English, you know, where it says like something that can be spelled backwards, something that can spell itself backwards, like something that can spell itself backwards is something, and obviously Ephelism doesn't, or obviously like Ethel wasn't a word, but I'm just saying like yes, the black community played a part in creating Ephelism in that they were saying life is backwards and just not adding um the real hardcore truth or reality to it. So yeah. Um that's just selective hearing and ephilism, planting seeds. So yeah. I don't know. I mean I got into listening to this black YouTuber, and I mean I thought we were getting cool. I thought it was getting chill there, and Like I was gonna become his like manager in rap or something. I mean, whatever. But like I don't know, I really liked his music and everything. And then like the whole time I thought he was calling me a god. Like he's like, you're a god, or whatever. He always like that's what I was always getting. But then one day it just completely flipped. Like the script switched, and all of a sudden the reality was like, no, you're this degenerate gene, and you're just getting flushed out, and you suck. Um, and this all this stuff about like atheist, like if you're atheist, you're racist, or if you believe in evolution, you want to join the KKK. So I mean, there's this really silly fucking shit out there that intelligent people have to get through. I mean, I think black people really need to get over religion, like emphatically, and inevitably will get over the Bible. But I mean, the Bible, I mean, it's almost like, yeah, I wouldn't want to, if my ancestors have been here for 600 years or some shit like that, like, or whatever, through slavery and everything, 300 years, like, I wouldn't want to be here, just taking for granted my family and everything, but I wouldn't want to have to relive slavery. Like, I mean, that's why I'm saying you're just like emphatically reliving your slavery if you choose to even use this God vocabulary. Like, if you want to perpetuate this Hindu God and goddess stuff, you know, Buddha and booty, bunch of Buddha and booties walking around, Buddhism, yeah. So fuck that shit. But yeah, that's just, sort of like this seed planting, and then it's this whole, that I mean that's just what it is. It's sort of like a child can teach a parent things, but when the parent, has collected enough information, they can really throw a big lesson at the child. Um, so there is, more to years and experience, uh, like when it's thought out. Like when there's more time to think, um, when there's more time to think, there is better time to well, produce wellness, produce, something well. So and that would be ephilism, you know, actual ephilism, not just like, oh, it's racism, oh, it's evilism. Man, it's just lifeism. Man, it's not even lifeism, it's ephilism, and then just that seed is planted. Like, that's how I would kind of sort of see it. Uh, and then this whole thought revolution too, uh, or this thought declaration, or this, these thought leaders are, um, sort of directing the show.